Hey, what's going on, my friends? Today we are gonna take a deeper dive into Letterly. I previously shared Letterly with you guys here on this channel, giving you a high-level introduction to it. However, to my surprise, it actually has come back on AppSumo as a lifetime deal opportunity, in which when I previously made the video, I was sharing Letterly with you from their website, not knowing that they were going to be back on AppSumo, giving you another opportunity to claim, to gain access to this powerful app, this tool, with a one-time fee. Now, we are all about helping you, trying to save time and, providing the information that you might be looking for when you're looking for a particular product or tool. And to take things a step further, giving you the opportunity to save a lot of money, meaning taking advantage of these lifetime deals while they are here. In our most recent video, it was basically a introduction to AI Week here on AppSumo and the various tools that are available. And amongst those tools was or is Letterly. So I'm excited to give you guys a deeper dive this time around. We're actually gonna take a look at my actual account. I'm not gonna show you too much, but I'll just show you how the app works, how you can put this to use and use it to help you with growing your business or various other needs, whether it's personal or business related. So I am, yes, a big fan of Letterly, if you couldn't tell. But the fact that it's back here on AppSumo, which we love AppSumo and their lifetime deals, well, it's a no-brainer. All right, I'm making another video on Letterly, and I'm showing you the platform itself and this lifetime deal while it's here. And I love when, you can look and see how many tacos they got. They have 212 reviews and 5 taco rating. All right, 5 stars, 5 tacos, whatever you want to call it. This is perfect. There are no issues here based off of the input that their users are leaving with regards to this app, this tool. And if we scroll down here and you look at the reviews, the first one that you will see is this one here, where obviously we have 2 out of 5. Right? And I think that's what you want to see, right? Because this is going to allow us to know, well, when it says Letterly is not made for me, well, why not? Who is this made for? And this video hopefully will give you guys some more insight. But I wanted to share this first review here and kind of get into some of the what some will call the flaws, right? The issues, the complaints. I purchased Letterly to use it on both my phone and PC, Tier 2. Unfortunately, the problem started here as there is no traditional login system with the password and email. Instead, a magic password system is used, which is not optional and seems cumbersome. Linking with the Google account is required, which I perceive as unnecessary surveillance. The 15-minute limit is also unnecessary and restrictive. 50 years of humanity with the classic password system instead of offering something else as an option is being curtailed without being asked. Additionally, it is not possible to merge or further edit messages with additional content in a convenient way, which severely limits usability. Furthermore, audio files cannot be uploaded. It is also not possible to give instructions on the fly via voice command, which unnecessarily prolongs the work. Overall, a nice idea, unfortunately not thought through far enough. In conclusion, while some users might be able to live with these limitations, my overall experience was negative. The software has potential, but is severely limited by too many restrictions. So this individual, Optic Lab, who has purchased 7 deals here on AppSumo, left a honest and transparent review based off of their personal experience. And I don't think there were any like red flags as to what they were saying. I think everything they said was accurate in terms of, if they bought a plan that gives them access to syncing their phone and their PC. The way it works, as it mentions, is like a magic password system or whatever. I don't see any issues with that. In fact, I like it. I use Google. I have no problem connecting my Google accounts. The 15-minute limit is not a concern to me or an issue. I don't consider let me just keep going on quickly without responding directly. The one thing I would agree with ultimately is what he says regarding the ability to go back and edit messages. I think that would be awesome. But it's not a requirement. And I'll elaborate a bit more. Because I feel like this person is like it's a stretch. Half of all these complaints, it's just like, it's almost like they just wanted to give them a bad rating. And a bad review. And the one other one down here was not 5, but 4 tacos. This product is so useful, especially for content or creators like me who like to capture thoughts verbally. My only complaint is the 15-minute recording length. I have used the tool extensively, and this is the one consistent issue. My review would be 5 stars if not this issue. If I could request a feature aside from the extended recording length, it would be AI suggested follow-up questions with the ability to add to the recording plus transcription. A tool called VoicePal does this well, but I prefer Letterly to do it. So without going into any additional reviews, I think this was the main one I wanted to share with you guys, because I think he does bring up all valid points regarding his particular situation and use case and needs. The other gentleman also brings up valid points. And all of that said, let's check out Letterly. And really quickly, you can see their change log here. So we can see they are continuing to make improvements. And the latest improvement that they made before getting back here on AppSumo, which was made, they rolled this out right after I made the high-level overview video of Letterly, but ultimately tags now. And this, I felt, was a feature that was necessary, and we'll see what I mean in a second. So this is Letterly, and I'm not going to like scroll down because it's actually my legit account. But I haven't used the tags, so I'm excited to get in here and put the tags to use. And ultimately that will allow us to have some structure in here and kind of more of a system. The real complaint I would say with Letterly is just the inability to kind of organize all of your different notes. I think notes is what they refer to them. But all of your different recordings, your notes, whatever, the tags will help. And so now is how it would look if you were just, if you've been using it this whole time, then it's just all in here. And there wasn't really a way to have it neatly and nicely organized. Certainly if you want to find something, you can just search for it based off of whatever, a word or a term or something that's going to be inside of it. But in terms of being able to easily locate items now with the new tag feature that I just showed you guys here, it just is going to make it so much easier and more of a kind of an organized and structured layout and whatnot and experience to help you, again, more easily find what it is you're looking for. So you can see there are a few different scenarios in here where I was using this. The cleansing tone. So this was an event I was at, and I decided to try to just see if how this would respond to me recording like an event, like someone else speaking. I haven't used it in an actual conversation of me and someone else engaging in, convo back and forth. But this was the first time pulled it out and said, let me try to just record this individual speaking, and I'm curious to hear how it, to see how it does. If I click on it, let you guys get a glimpse again of just how everything works. Well, right now you can see we are in this is like the touched up version. So this is like the version that AI, the Letterly, features were able to produce using the different rewriting options. And I usually will just do magic, which says AI will choose the best way to rewrite it based off of probably the context, the content itself. But it just gives it to you in a organized and structured manner, right? The speaker discusses his early involvement with MIT in the Media Lab, where he developed a program called Bridge. But if you look at it from how it was recording, and how, like, if you had a regular voice recording thing and you just like wanted it in text, generally it's gonna give it to you like this. This is not really usable. Like, yeah, you can come back in here and Boston area, Dorchester, Boys and Girls Club, great, but this is just like not really usable. Whereas this is much more structured and organized and just clean and user friendly. Now, of course, it's not giving us like every single bit of detail and information that was provided, that was actually said, and that we see over here, because I'm seeing literally words and terms and things that I don't see over here. So that's the one thing you got to keep in mind, where depending on which rewrite option you choose, it will do, it's going to have a different impact on the actual, the transcript, the original speech and context that was said and delivered and whatnot. So certainly something you want to keep in mind, right? High-level blog content idea for MASH, properly executing A/B testing. Many organizations, sales professionals claim to be creating A/B testing environments, but often fail to properly execute it. Instead, they test 2 different landing pages each. Yeah, so this was a unique distinction. Brainstorm with Chat TVT. Yeah, clearly I wasn't probably pronouncing it GBT as well as I could have, to find additional component that can be added to the mix to make this idea truly unique. So ultimately, this obviously was just this is a good example, something that I'm sharing with you guys, being real. I hope y'all don't be out there stealing my idea. Now, I might have to just do this tonight because I've learned in the past, when being the naive person I am and just being nice and friendly and sharing stuff, well, sometimes that backfires on me. So this was just an idea. Ultimately, I think what I had seen, or I wouldn't be surprised, I can't remember exactly what it was, but ultimately, if I see something that gives me an idea that I think, hey, like, I don't want to forget this, and I would like to ensure that, I got a good sense of what that idea actually was, what it actually, like, the purpose of it, what it would do, how it would work, this, that, and the other, just because some of the fine details. Because sometimes I'll go back and look at other notes that I have, and they'll just be vague, and I just won't really know what I was, like, what does this even mean? Whereas this actually spit it up in a nice, structured, and organized manner where I clearly know, like, what this is, and it's just, again, you can just close your eyes and then open it and glance, and you kind of can just are drawn to the small sections and being able to easily skim through it and find what it is you're looking for. And again, perfect example, right? This is a concept or an idea that I will, or that I'm going to do, which is speaking on A/B testing, because so many people don't do it right. And it's the belief is, well, I have this over here and this over here, and I'm testing these out to see which one is better. But the 2 of those will have multiple contributing variable factors that change, that are different, that are not the same, and it's not consistent, which it won't be a accurate A/B testing. So, not to make this about A/B testing, obviously we're all about marketing and sales alignment and whatnot. So this clearly would be an area that we would focus on. But again, now what I want to show you though is just I can show you how to use, like how you can just select the different options and how it records and whatnot. But really quickly, again, now with the new tags feature, we can easily identify, locate or tag items that we want to use. So I'll just tag this mash. Maybe what else is this? Was on the A/B testing. Just idea, right? So now we just know, or like dump. Maybe dump is a good one, because when I have my brain dump, when you want to just like, you have an idea and it's a brain dump, right? You just throw it in there. So just throw that idea out in the mix, record it quickly, get it here in your system, label it dump, and then you can come back and just search for dump when you have some free time or once a week, and just, it's like, all right, what are all the different ideas that I thought of for the week? And you just come in here and click on dump, and it's going to show you all of those different recordings and have the ideas and recordings be delivered in a structured and organized way that will align with your needs, right? What's easiest and best for you to use and put it to use and find it. So hopefully this is just giving you guys a good idea, a good look at how Letterly works. And it's cool because now we can see our tags populating up here as well. So that's nice. I think we can edit, the tags up here. So maybe I'll add a new one for, can change the color. Okay, nice. Bam. Maybe we'll do another one, finance, one for our other, I'll hold off on that. So you can just do them for maybe your brands, or maybe just ideas. I didn't realize they both would be here. Let's get rid of that one. I like the dump. Just dump all your ideas in there. For any of our marketing and sales help ideas and whatnot, we can easily just tag these things now and be able to easily locate them by clicking on the tag, and they'll all populate in here. So that is not too shabby. This over here. So I figured I would make a quick little brief video sharing with you guys my experience as a fairly new motorcycle owner who has had his stolen. Right, let's click on this one really quickly. I'm curious. Oh, I don't think that's why this is just like rubbish. So this is good. All right, so so I really do need to just do my Adam and Everything or Adam and Everything podcast and whatnot. You guys are getting exposure into like all my, literally how I use Letterly. So yeah, as you're reading and noticing, my motorcycle was recently stolen. So I obviously started to do my recording and did not finish this, or at least didn't finish utilizing it to the extent that I could, right? Because you can see down here it says rewrite is still you don't see any like arrows or anything where you can go and see the original version versus the rewrite version. But again, the way this is looking, it's just a blob of text, and it's not organized, it's not structured, not a lot here, and it's not like I'm curious to see how Letterly, what it spits out with this, and you guys will be looking at it with me in the real time. So the first thing I'll do really quickly is just tag it, and we can say I'm just gonna throw that there, and then we're gonna come over here, and you can decide which format, which template, so to speak, is best for the particular use case that you have. This really was just like, a note type of thing, or I don't know what I was doing with this. I don't know if I was initially I may have been initially thinking I was going to make like a video or something. And yeah, because I mean, it clearly says video. So that's my thought. But in any case, and you can see some of the, journal entry. I think I've done 1 or 2 journal entries, I'll be honest. And I may do this more frequently because it is nice and easy and convenient. You can be driving and just record your an entry for the day or something. And different styles, business, formal, casual, friendly. Right? So a ton of different options they give you. But I'm just going to come up here all the way at the top to magic. We're going to press magic, and I'll let you guys see and watch it work its magic. And there you have it. I mean, it does it fairly quickly. Obviously, this, smaller, less text and whatnot, the quicker it'll be to produce the final results. But, yeah. Quick video sharing my experience as a new motorcycle owner who has had his motorcycle stolen 3 times. Yes, 3 times. The same one twice. The first one, I'd signed it over to the insurance company, so. But they did find it. They did get it back. It was at the police station. So I did technically get it back, I guess. On my security cameras, you can see the thief jump on the bike and start to roll away with it. I did not check the second security camera yet to see exactly how he pushed it. But ultimately, because of my tracking device, I'm able to see and follow exactly where it is. To be continued. So again, this pretty much summed up everything you saw here. But sometimes, again, there will be some details that are not included. Some little details. But this, I don't think there's really anything important that was left out. And if anything, it pretty much does say everything. So, yeah. I'm a big fan of Letterly, if you guys couldn't tell. I think this right here is a good example of just turning a blob of, something. I don't want to say it's nothing, but a blob of something into something, right? This is much more just clear and direct. And yeah, I'd rather read this than read what you see on right here, the original version. And this is what you get from Letterly, right? They will clean up your nothingness into somethingness. They'll make it into something. And having all these different options that you can see over here, to make it more aligned with the particular use case, the particular need that you have, will only make your experience that much better because it's going to give you what you are looking for. So I am pretty much going to wrap it up there. I think this was a good look, giving you guys a good look at Letterly, how to put it to use. You got to see, something being done. And literally I can press on the mic right now. Wait, what is this again? I forgot what this does, I'll be honest. Just all your basic information and whatnot. Okay. I don't even know if I've been over here. Yeah, what's new and tags, so that probably goes to the other thing. So yeah, in any case, new note. So I've never clicked that one either. So that's a new note, but it's all text based. Interesting. So they give you the ability to still write a written note if you wanted to, just by pressing that button. But if we press the mic, it will record, and ultimately it's recording me right now. And so, if I said, all right, here are my notes for today's group session. 1, I would like to, or 1, we discussed how to make a business plan. 2, I don't know if this will work right because I've thrown out a few different numbers and it might be a little confusing, but I hope it does. And amongst me hoping that would be coming up with a marketing plan. I'm just throwing something out. 3, coming up with a sales plan. 4, coming up with a, new business operations. I'm just talking. And that is it. All right, so I just stopped. That was really random, actually. Probably kind of like hard, I would say, probably for it to fully decipher and understand what I was even saying, the context of the situation. It wasn't like I was speaking with someone else or this, that, the other. I mean, yeah. That this will be a test I'm actually anxious to see. So we have what I just said recorded. You can see, again, it's just spitting it out as a blob. Anyone could record, and but this is not really useful or helpful. It is, but it isn't. If that's all you had, great. But fortunately, we have Letterly. So we can click on magic, and Letterly will work its magic. And now it gave us notes for today's group session, and it numbered them just like we did. And it actually did a good job of, despite me kind of being weird and not having like a clear direction or sense of where I was going, I think it did a pretty good job, right? One, we discussed how to make a business plan. Two, I've thrown out a few different numbers, and it might be a little confusing, but I hope it does work. Amongst me hoping that would be coming up with a marketing plan. I mean, come on now. What more can you ask for when you go from a blob, and this was a little confusing, like I said, to this, where it was structured, it's organized, it's clear. I mean, what more can you ask for, right? So imagine just putting this to use, whether you're like, I think everyone we just did was using the magic rewrite template thingy, but structured, organized using bullet points, headings, shorter, reduce length, preserve meaning, list, video script, a newsletter outline, journal entry, gratitude journal, casual email, formal email, short summary, detailed summary, meeting takeaways, business writing style, formal writing style. I mean, they give you so many different options, whether you do want to use it for your own personal, needs and whatnot, or for your business, right? Maybe you want to use it for your grocery list. Maybe, you sit there and you go in front of your fridge and you're like, okay, things I need from the grocery store. Well, maybe as you're looking in your refrigerator, you are pointing out all the things that you have. So let's try a little test really quickly. So things we have versus things we need. Have milk, cheese, bread, fruit. But things we need include juice, steak, lettuce, corn, and snacks. So that's our shopping to-do list for the day. We'll press stop. We'll see what Letterly does when it comes to what I just did and said. We got our blob here, right? Our blob, that's what we're calling these now on. It did label it properly, grocery store shopping to-do list, right? And now we'll come over here, and I'm going to try, instead of magic, which I think magic still makes sense, I'm curious to see how structured works with this. And to see if it gives us, there you go, grocery list. Have milk, cheese, bread, fruit. Need juice, steak, lettuce, corn, snacks. Everything that was said in a nice, clear, and simple, obvious manner. Again, this is utilizing it for a personal need, or maybe, hey, your business needs some foods for your kitchen area or whatnot. We can call this shopping, right? Your shopping list. Anything that requires shopping, it's going to be tagged with shopping now. Because maybe the grocery store to-do list doesn't include shopping. Well, if it has that tag tied to it, we'll easily be able to find it amongst any other shopping that we have to do. So, yeah, this is clutch. Whether you need it for personal uses like this, or you want it for your business, whether you're having a small meeting, you just want to brainstorm with someone, you are trying to just make a note of the different ideas. Maybe you see something that you like and you want to make a note of it and some of the details surrounding it and whatnot. Letterly is perfect, right? Because Letterly is going to give it all to you in a clear and organized and structured manner that will allow you to easily not only locate what you're looking for, but, finding the important stuff and getting to it, right? Getting that important information that you truly need. And the point of you making that note was so that you retain this information and make use of it at some point. And Letterly allows you to do that in a nice, clean, and organized and structured manner. So I will use, I'll have my affiliate link down below for you guys to use if you are interested in purchasing Letterly through the lifetime deal on AppSumo. If the deal is no longer available, I do also have my direct affiliate link where you can purchase Letterly through their website as well. So a win-win situation. Personally, whether or not this is available as a lifetime deal or not at the time of you watching this, I would recommend getting it. I am a big fan, and certainly, I'm very busy, and the fact that I'm still using it as much as I'm using it, I think speaks volumes and is only probably going to go up more as I continue to see them making improvements to make it more user-friendly and making it just more aligned with my needs. Because as you saw, just having everything just populate in here and all my things, it's just full. Again, I don't want to go down because it's all my, it's legit stuff. I'm letting you guys see my real drama in my life and whatnot, and some of the real business ideas and things that I have and so on. So real events I've attended. So no need to scroll down, but it's all just thrown in there, in which that might be my one issue. That and the lack of being able to record longer than 15 minutes. But you can technically record for 15 minutes, stop for 2 minutes, catch your breath, and then start recording for another 15 minutes. And then again, after you stop, catch your breath. So I'm not going to complain about that. That wouldn't be something I would give them a negative, like one less star for, personally. But yeah, I'm a fan, if you guys couldn't tell. And I think there are a lot of you out there who can also or will be able to benefit from Letterly and its features and whatnot as well. So let me know what you guys think. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Is Letterly something you would or can imagine using or will be using? If so, is there a particular area, particular use case? I'd be curious to hear. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about as to how I can benefit from Letterly. But hopefully I shared enough ideas with you guys where you can say, okay, I can see how I can use that, how it will help me. I'm always over here trying to write notes about XYZ, and I can never remember, I can't read half of them. And then the other half, I can't really remember what I was thinking about because I only wrote like 2 or 3 words when I should have written a paragraph. I mean, Letterly is going to, solve so many of those problems. So big fan over here, if you couldn't tell. And so much of a fan, I didn't even fully and properly introduce myself. Adam Ace Spencer from marketingandsaleshelp.com. Yeah, that's how you, it's, end of the day. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day today. So yeah. Just check out Letterly, my friends. I will more than likely be creating a blog post on Letterly as well that will kind of align or complement this video that will be on getmashnow.com. So certainly be sure to head over there to read the blog post if you are more of a reader and don't want to watch this full 30+ minute video, which, wow. That's how you know I am a fan, when I'm able to just dive into something, not even realize how much time has passed as I'm just speaking about its features and the different ways and use cases that I'm using it, and how you might be able to use it as well. Yes. Check out Letterly. Use the affiliate link down below. It does help with the channel. I do appreciate all of you guys who have begun to support the channel, watching the channel, using the affiliate links. I'm like, what? There's already people using our links? Okay, I appreciate you guys. I love it. And that means you guys obviously, are appreciating what we're doing. So we will continue to do it as well. But feel free to leave a comment or two letting us know if there's any thoughts, any suggestions or recommendations, or just any feedback regarding Letterly specifically, not just talking about the channel and, the content we're making, but Letterly, right? What do you think about Letterly? And maybe there's another tool on AppSumo that has a lifetime deal that would be similar or better than Letterly. I'm not familiar with any that are comparable to it in this kind of speech to text space. But if you are, feel free to let us know. Again, if if it does seem something of interest and whatnot, we will potentially check it out and cover that as well. But in the meantime, you guys already know what it is. I gotta keep it moving. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace.